Hey, my name's Laurence. Today I'm going to be teaching you backflip tutorial, back tuck, back layout, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you a couple different ways of doing it. The first thing you really want to know about the backflip is the reason it is so hard for any human being to achieve is because of fear. Honestly, a 6-year-old can jump high enough to do a backflip. Okay, if you can do a back handspring, then you will obviously find this move very easy because the backflip is a simple move. It's the base move for a lot of combos, building onto further flips, tricks, etc. If you want to learn how to do the back handspring tutorial, there are many great tutorials out there. Check out Free Run, Kyle Epic Mendoza, a couple others. Won't go into that very far, but first of all, I'll just give you the front on example and the sideways example. Okay, here we go. Okay, you have side view. Alright, now for me, because this is just the way I feel comfortable with the backflip, the first thing I want to focus on is my stance. Now I want my feet sort of shoulder width apart. When you dip down, don't try and dip down too low because if you do that, you're going to go a lot lower than you actually expect. If you just aim for like sort of a 45-degree angle in here, then you should get the right sort of angle for your dip. With the spring, it's not just your legs and it's not just your arms. You want to work your whole entire body together: core, arms, shoulders, toes, balls of your feet. You want to be coming out of the balls of your feet. So when you're coming up, you want to be springing out of your feet. And you want to obviously coordinate your arms with your legs. When you're at your lowest point, your arms are going to be at the furthest back point. When you're at the highest point, your arms are reaching for the sky. It's important to throw your arms straight up, not backwards, straight up. Because the aim of this move is to jump straight up. You don't want to jump backwards. Your tuck or your layout, your lean back, whatever you want to call it, it'll give you your backwards momentum, just straight up. And okay, so when you're in the air, to start off with, when you're going straight up, try to keep your vision as straight forwards as you can. So you're going to be looking straight out in front of you until you feel yourself reaching your peak. After a couple of tries, you'll find out where your peak is in your jump. That's when you want to drop your head backwards and you want to look for the floor. And when you'll tuck hard at this point, once you've reached your peak, you're tucking as hard as you can. Hook the head backwards. You bring your knees to your chest when you're tucking. And with your head backwards, you'll see the ground. It might take a few turns to get there, a few tries, but you'll see the ground. As soon as you see the ground, that's when you want to let go of those knees. Let go. Again, when you're coming down for your landing, you want to try to get your feet shoulder width apart. And you want to come down on the balls of your feet. You don't want to be landing flat-footed, you don't want to be landing on the heels, you want to aim for the balls of your feet. That will also take a while to get used to. I'm not going to lie to you, you will fail this a couple of times, unless you're just uber mega crazy and you just bust it straight out. But yep. Usually you'll probably land like in a crouch position or on your knees, on your hands and knees, until you just get used to that motion. Sometimes, for some people, it can take longer to get used to. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You want all the power in your body. You don't want to just half-ass this move, otherwise you will fail. And it's important to remember, you won't land on your face. You think you're going to, but you will not land on your face, I promise you. Unless you're a super jackass and don't know what you're doing. Okay, so obviously with the arms, this technique, it's called blocking. Depending on where you stop your arms, if you're going to stop them around here, so you want them on an angle facing up, you're going to shoot straight up. But if you're going to want to stop them straight here, you're going to move backwards more than you anticipate. The way I like to do it is I like to bring them from the side up. That way I go straight up instead of backwards. Although I've demonstrated throwing them straight back, so we'll keep going with that one. So for that, you just want to throw it all together. You just want to, I don't know, like just, your whole body has to work together. Full coordination. You want to dip down, you want to spring up as hard as you can. It might help if you look at the sky when you're going up, I don't know. For me, this is just the way I feel comfortable doing it. You'll find your own style once you've gotten further on, and don't just look at this tutorial, there's plenty of other tutorials out there. And yeah, I'll just give you a couple more examples. And okay, so the back tuck, it leads on to a few variations, such as the back layout, so no tuck at all. I don't recommend trying this straight away, but now I'll give you a sideways example of that. And obviously also the flash kick, which is one that I actually quite like because it's a lot of a softer landing, sort of come down split foot, spread out the impact with your knees and your feet, so it hurts a lot less. Give you an example of that. And backflip will also lead on to a lot of other moves, such as the J step. Give you just a quick example of that. And that's it, that's back tuck tutorial.